The morning light slanted through the gaps in the tin roof, catching the dust that lingered in the air as Diep crouched over a small pile of vegetables. She lifted a potato to her face and examined it with practiced eyes. "It's only a little rotten," she murmured to herself, scraping away the spoiled patch with her thumb. "Still good enough to eat. I'll take these back later and cook as something warm." Around her, the room was still a battlefield of clutter: old bags, torn boxes, a stack of items left by the landlord's previous tenants. But after hours of work, she stood up, wiped her forehead with the back of her hand, and sighed in quiet relief. Finally done. In a few days I'll ask the landlord to clear out the rest. For now, this will have to do. She reached for a slice of watermelon resting nearby. One bite, and the sweetness filled her senses, a small, unexpected comfort in the middle of exhaustion. "This watermelon is truly sweet," she whispered, almost surprised. Later that afternoon, Diep welcomed a woman into the room, offering her the only clean seat. "Sis, please sit. How is my mother doing?" The woman hesitated, her eyes heavy with worry. "You need to arrange surgery for her as soon as possible." Diep's breath caught. "So her illness is that serious?" "I'm afraid so," the woman replied gently. "The surgery alone will cost around 500 million Vietnamese dongs. If your family has insurance, it could reduce it somewhat, down to just over 300 million. The number struck Diep like a physical blow. She swallowed. I see." The woman wrinkled her nose slightly. "Can you put out your cigarette? It's making me a bit uncomfortable." "Ah, sorry," the man beside her muttered, stubbing it out hurriedly. Diep asked again, voice trembling, "Does she need surgery?" "Truly, as soon as possible," the woman insisted. "The earlier you operate, the better her chances." "All right," Diep said finally, finding her resolve. "I'll gather the money. I'll call you once it's ready." "Arrange it soon," the woman urged, rising to leave. Moments later, Diep's phone rang again. "Hello? Yes, I'm listening. Have you prepared everything?" a man asked on the other end. "I've arranged enough people," she answered quietly. "Good. Move fast." By late afternoon, the world felt gentler. Sit here for a moment," Diep said, brushing the little girl's hair aside. "I'm going to water the vegetables." "Later I'll cook dinner for us." The child tugged on her shirt. "Auntie Diep, is Uncle James coming to visit me today?" "Probably not, sweetheart," Diep said gently. "He hasn't come home from work yet." "But I miss Uncle James." "I know," Diep smiled softly. "He'll come see you in a day or two." Just be patient, okay? NHI nodded reluctantly. Now sit nicely. And where's that dog? Dawn, where did you run off to? Almost evening now. NHI, play over there, okay? Don't wander. Yes, Auntie, and don't play with the dirt too much. Once I finish cooking, I'll give you a bath. A little while later. NHI, did you wash your hands? Yes, I washed them. You must wash properly before getting on the bed. Good girl. Diep stirred the pot on the stove, her stomach rumbling, but her priority was the small child seated at the table. Dinner will be done soon, sweetheart. Just wait a little more. After we eat, will you give me a bath? Yes, I've already boiled the water. When dinner was finally served, Diep placed a bowl in front of NHI. Today you must eat a lot, okay? I told you already. NHI glanced toward the door. But Uncle James isn't here. I don't like eating without him. You must try, Diep encouraged. When Uncle James sees you growing taller, he'll be proud. Now, do you want some meat? Here, I'll give you a piece. But the girl's eyes filled suddenly with tears. NHI, why are you crying? Diep asked, pulling her close. A soft, soothing tone replaced her firm one. There. Drink a little soup, good. Don't cry. Uncle James will be back in a few days. Be strong for me. Gradually, Nye's sobs quieted, replaced by small bites of food. That's it. Good girl. Eat your meat. Once we finish eating, Diep said, we'll call Uncle James, okay? You can talk to him so you don't miss him too much. Really? Yes? Now keep eating. When they finished, Diep picked up her phone. The automated voice responded instead. The subscriber you have dialed is currently unreachable. Please leave a message after the tone. Diep sighed softly but kept her voice steady for the child. He's probably busy at work. We'll try again later. For now, let's eat together, NHI nodded, though disappointment lingered in her eyes. After the dishes were washed, Diep called out, NHI, have some more soup. It's good for you. She fed the dog as well. Dawn. Come eat, Dawn. Later, as she laid NHI in bed, the little girl whispered. Auntie Diep, can we call Uncle James again soon? Yes, darling. We'll try again. But Diep herself felt a rising unease. As night deepened, she whispered into the quiet room. I don't know if James is safe. These past few days, I've felt so uneasy. She pressed her hands together. Dear Lord, please bless us with peace and strength. Amen. The next day began with routines: boiling water for washing, brushing Mi's teeth. Helping her dress. Auntie Diep, can I skip school today? Skip school? Why? Nhi looked down. I just don't want to go. Diep knelt to meet her eyes. Nhi, you must go to school. That's how you'll become smart. On weekends, I'll take you out to play, okay? Okay. Now finish your breakfast, and I'll take you. Outside, the world moved on. Inside, one question lingered, unspoken but heavy. Where is James?